Everybody, I'm Jennifer Marshall, the co-founder and executive director of This Is My Brave, and we're back for another episode of getting to know our 2020 storytellers. We are here today with Fedra Ekres of the St. Louis, Missouri cast, and we're so excited to learn a little bit more about you, Fedra. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. So yes, my name is Fedra Ekres. I'm a singer and songwriter. I was actually raised in Chicago, and I moved to St. Louis to do music, and where I met the producer of this song, Vinny Soletto. So while I was in St. Louis, I was kind of stalking Colleen. She's another songwriter here in the cast. And she actually showed in her post that she auditioned for This Is My Brave. And so I auditioned, but I am currently now, since March, since COVID, in Ronkonkoma, New York.
What took you to New York?
So we didn't necessarily have any family in St. Louis. I had merely just friends over the past 3 years. Although I love everybody in St. Louis, you guys became my second city home. I wanted to just be close to home, to family. So I actually moved here temporarily with my boyfriend to be with his family.
And how have you been dealing since the pandemic hit? I mean, how have you been coping?
So I do various different, methods to just kind of keep my mental health, which is meditation in this wonderful backyard that you see here.
That looks almost like a virtual background, but it's a stunning, gorgeous, beautiful place.
Yes, this is completely real. And I wanted to show the real thing to everyone. This is Lake Ronkonkoma. It's gorgeous. It's very serene. But as much as I am an introvert, I'm also an extrovert, and I love being around people. So I would say the isolation has been very difficult away from my family, keeping in touch with family and friends online. But I have also, had trouble sleeping, kind of ins and outs of wanting to eat, not wanting to eat. And this has been really a trial of constantly giving back to myself, whether it's taking more time to sleep or practicing my spiritual practice where I do tarot. And as I said, meditation and all sorts of things to just kind of keep myself occupied. I love to garden as well. And as a writer, I love to just jot down things and lyrics and notes that come into my head.
Yeah, I love that. And we were so sad when Fedra moved, but we totally understand wanting to be close to family, especially at the beginning of all of this. Everything was so uncertain. But yeah, we were so sad when Fedra moved, and we weren't sure how things were going to work out with the show. So, I mean, I think that leads right into us switching to the virtual platform. You alone have had a lot of changes go on over the past several months, but how did you feel when the shows were postponed and now we're going virtual? I know it's impacted you differently, but how has that been for you?
I mean, granted, I was a little crazy saying that I was going to plan and just drive to St. Louis just to be a part of the show. As an entertainer, when I was studying at Columbia College, I'll never forget my teacher. He said, "You're only good as your last gig." And so I feel like this commitment was just like, I will go there, to make it happen. So I wasn't happy that it's virtual, but I also see the impact of safety and about thinking of everyone involved. And I know and I hope that there will be an opportunity in the future to be on a physical stage with everyone in the cast. And really that's going to warm my heart, because everyone's stories, including yours, Katie, has really made me feel like we're not alone, that we're all through this, that we all have really impactful stories. And it just made me kind of open up myself just a little bit more of things that I have tried to hide, or I've tried to feel like I have to conquer on my own, when I think that's one of the most impactful things of This Is My Brave. And I really want to say that right now, is that it's really helped me further open up my voice. And that's just priceless. And that is really what's needed right now.
That's so beautiful to hear, Fedra. Thank you for sharing that. And will you share with us a little bit, well, with our viewers, a little bit more about the song you're going to be sharing as part of the show?
Yeah, so I wrote this piece and it's called The Time Machine. Vinny Soletto did all the instrumentation. I did the lyrics and vocal melody. And, you know, a while ago I saw the movie, The Butterfly Effect, and it really showed me in that movie, but as well as through my spiritual journey here in this thing called life, that, you know, we all want to take things back. We all want to say, I shouldn't have done it this way, or I should have made this decision. And, you know, I've really come to further acceptance to really believe that this is who I am. And it happened through every experience, you know, negative and positive, past, present, and future. It's really all one. And to really convey that, I did that in this piece.
And your piece resonated with me from the very beginning, because I can speak as also a survivor of trauma, that there are things that I wish that I could delete. And then I do think about how far it's gotten me and how it's helped me grow in ways that I wouldn't have before. So, and I watched you, Fedra, to open up from like blossom from the very beginning through all of our cast gatherings and everything. Like, you've just opened up more and more, and it's so meaningful and important. And I appreciate that a lot about you. What has it been like staying in touch with the cast when we're able to get together, even if it's virtually?
Oh, it's great. I mean, the last two talks we had, I really felt like, as much as I love Julian and his family, sometimes they just don't get it the way that this crew of people do. And so sometimes we just have to let it out and talk it out and just see, you know, through each other what we're all doing, what's helping, what's not helping, what are your obstacles. And that's, again, you know, a priceless thing that, you know, This Is My Brave offers, that, you know, thank you guys for really, you know, organizing those meetings. I know it's rough that not everybody participates at every scheduled time, but the fact that we all came together and just did that, I hope you guys do that in the future for every project from every city, because that just really helped heal.
Yes, we are forever investors in Zoom now because of how it brings us all together. I'm curious to know what you hope that the audience will take away from your piece in the show, but also the show as a whole.
Okay, well, for my piece, I write very deeply and indirectly. So if there's two things that I would say about my piece, is that just number one, just come to accept yourself. Come to accept all of yourself, all the good, all the bad. And number two, if you can come into your consciousness, into your full awareness of who you are, then let everything go, so that when you leave this earth, you leave in complete peace.
That's so beautiful. And what a good message. Fedra, thank you so much for being a part of the show, for being a part of our This Is My Brave family, and for taking time with us to talk about the upcoming show and your performance. We can't wait to share it with the world.
Thank you so much, Jen and Katie. Thank you so much for creating this and passing this on, and I hope it continues forever and ever with full abundance and prosperity and safety and health to everyone watching. Thank you.